Are you an appointment setter in Singapore, in the Philippines, in Indonesia? The reason why I've picked those three places is because they are the top viewers in my channel, and I would like to dedicate today's video to our fellow telemarketers doing appointment setting. And I've got a few tips for you guys, and let's get into it. Tip number one: qualify to get quality appointments. Let's for a moment understand the nature of appointment setter. The objective is to generate as many confirmed appointments that you can book for the salesperson to be the one to complete the sales transaction. I'm going to back up a bit as well because we do have telesales or people who are calling to basically cold call, and appointment setter is not so far off with the ones who do cold calling, because the elements of grabbing the attention of the client, understanding the interest of the client, building the desire of the client, and the last bit is the action, which will be done by the person to close the sale. So as an appointment setter, it is my advice that you don't just pick up the phone and introduce yourself and proceed to saying, so would you like to come for an appointment on Wednesday? Because I find that appointment setter has equally tough job as the telesales or as the telemarketers who are doing cold calling. So my tip number one for you guys is you qualify first who you're speaking to, because you don't want to also waste your time and energy trying to make an appointment to the wrong person. Now, I've experienced this personally when I was doing personal banking. In Singapore, there's a lot of appointment setter as well for banking. So in my experience as a personal banker, I was trying to call the existing account holders, which are actually on the bank's database. So I would ring them and basically set an appointment for them to come to the bank, or for me to basically assist them to sign up for a few more bank products. So it will be impossible for me to convince a client to just agree on making an appointment unless this is also for them. So qualifying your prospect before appointment setting works for you and for your client. Number one, for you, it's not a time waster. Number two, for your client, he will also not make it difficult for you to create an appointment if this is really something suitable for him or for his lifestyle. Second tip, create the need to set that appointment. So if you see the pattern of the tips I'm giving you, it is very similar to cold calling. You need to qualify if he's the right person to set an appointment with. You also need to identify his needs, because the worst thing that could happen is you qualify them and then you book an appointment, and then this person may already have the products that your salesperson would offer. So you, as appointment setter watching this video right now, you know what product, what line, and the structure of your team, whether, okay, after I do my appointment setting, this person will be transferred to the salesperson, and the salesperson will offer ABC products or additional benefits and so on and so forth. So please I'm just giving a very vague example here, but you yourself can customize this based on the nature of the product that you are actually promoting and what your salespeople are supposed to sell to them after you confirm the appointment. So it is your responsibility as an appointment setter to, to identify the needs of the client so that you also get the commission that you deserve for referring qualified appointments. Again, at the beginning, as I've mentioned, you need to qualify to get quality appointments. And that's what you need to get your commission, right? Okay, third tip is the urgency, creating the urgency. Again, this is very similar to cold calling. The only thing that is not part of this whole cold calling steps is the closing part, because that will be done by your salesperson. So how do you create an urgency as an appointment setter? Well, you've done your step 1, step 2, and then step 3 would be understanding the soonest time that the client requires to have this appointment. Again, you would know for yourself as an appointment setter which area would create urgency for your client. Is it the ongoing promotional rate? Or is it the add-ons that your salesperson will give if he actually set an appointment, let's say tomorrow? Or is it a limited offer that you have for the first 50 appointments? So this will be on your court. You would know exactly how to create that urgency. But I've just given you a few examples and few scenarios where you can actually create urgency on that particular client. So again, these top 3 tips to be an effective appointment setter. I hope you use it. I hope it helps. Again, telemarketing is not only making sales, it's not only cold calling, but you can branch on appointment setting. Matter of fact, if you feel that you're not very good with closing, if you feel that your strength is qualifying, building rapport, again, related to my previous video, if you're likable, if your client likes you, if it's easy for you to have your clients like you, but you're quite soft in the closing technique, you might want to approach your manager and say, look, can I consider appointment setting, because that's the area I'm very good at, but I'm soft with closing the sale, so maybe I can shift myself to that department. You know better with your company, with the nature of your company, but I'm just saying because telemarketing is so big in terms of opportunities, but they're always connected to one another. So again, for today's video, I'm just dedicating this video to our fellow telemarketers doing appointment setting. If your strength is really getting the client to stay with you on the phone, that you're likable, that you're trustworthy for them, use this position as an opportunity for you also to explore. If you are a new telemarketer, this is a good telemarketing branch that you can start with. And then eventually you can develop your closing, you can develop your ability to handle cold calling, and then you can shift into cold calling selling. So again, I'm very excited because this is now branching to different topics, but still in the realm of telemarketing. So again, to all of our fellow telemarketers doing appointment setting, remember these tips that I've given you. And one last tip, be flexible. When you're setting an appointment, just think about it. You manage to convince them to set an appointment. You've done all the work. You qualify, you established the needs, you created the urgency. When you're setting an appointment, my biggest advice is be flexible to your client. Meaning to say, let him, if 2 o'clock is not available for you, but that's his availability, you gotta find a way to cater to his timing. Because the moment you say, "Oh, I'm sorry, it's my lunch break. I can't see you at the time." The client will instantly feel so turned off and would probably say, "Okay, I'll let you know when I'm free again." So just remember, you can do all these works, all these tips I've mentioned, but if the ending of your appointment setting is coming down to a point where you are not flexible, that will be, yeah, you're going to lose that appointment. So I hope that these 3 tips plus the main tip of being flexible to setting the time for your client, I hope this is useful. I'll see you on the next training session. Please keep going through the other videos on the playlist, because this is all one big training manual that I divided into bits and pieces for you not to be overwhelmed. And if the topic is suitable to the nature of what you do in telemarketing, please feel free to share it as well to your friends who you feel would have a benefit or use to my videos. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next training session. Bye for now.